So throughout the year 2020, one of my videos just so happened to go kind of viral. And though I'm super grateful for this, the video wasn't really intended to be seen by a lot of people. I actually just made the video for a few of my personal students and people that I work with, and from that I realized just how much people were looking into more information about MetaTrader 4. Now, in the midst of this video blowing up, it also left you guys with a lot of questions that I don't really think I've answered yet, and that's exactly why I'm going to be doing this MetaTrader 4 walkthrough, going a little bit more into depth with some of the stuff that I didn't talk about before, but more importantly, telling you guys exactly how it is to make money on MetaTrader 4 and not just get on the app, start pressing random buttons and hoping for the best. So stay tuned and watch the video. Alright, so this is the MetaTrader 4 app. Some of you here may already have it downloaded. Some of you may just be interested. You heard a little bit about it, and you're just doing a little bit of research before you actually download the app. So first and foremost, as I addressed earlier on in the video, in my first MetaTrader 4 video, it was kind of just a breakdown. It was a walkthrough of how to use the app. I started to get a lot of comments and people just complaining that I didn't really teach how to make money on MetaTrader 4. And that is because MetaTrader 4 isn't an app that you can simply just download and make a bunch of money off of. So in this video, I'm going to be, once again, I'm going to break down MetaTrader 4. We're going to go step by step, but I'm going to show you how to actually use the app. And if you don't know how to trade yet, if you don't yet have a strategy of your own, then I advise you to figure out exactly how the markets work. Now, luckily for you, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel, for you to check out that will actually teach you how to trade into the markets and how to understand the markets a little bit better. In fact, I'm actually doing a Forex marathon right now. So as you're watching this video, this is actually one of the videos in the marathon. So just rewind back up into video number 1, and you should be good to go in understanding the markets a little bit better. But first and foremost, you need a strategy. So don't think you're gonna come here and make a bunch of money just by using this app, all right? So at the very beginning, when you first download MetaTrader 4, what it initially does for you is it'll create a demo account automatically for you, all right? Now, what a demo account simply is this is an account that allows you to view the live markets, and you can trade here, but you're trading with fake money. You're trading with virtual monopoly-like money. So this isn't actual money that you can withdraw and spend on yourself. This is play money to actually practice and get better at trading with. Now, I know the big question is going to be well, if this isn't real money, how in the world do I put money into my MetaTrader 4? That's one of the biggest questions that I get. How do I put money into MT4? And it's very simple. You don't put money into MT4. This is a platform that allows you to trade into the markets, but what you need to do before, all right, is actually find and open up a broker account. So a broker is pretty much it's a website where you can go on and pretty much open up an online bank account for trading. To keep it as simple as possible, that's what a broker is. It's an online bank account for trading in the Forex market, okay? So you have to open up a broker. Once you open the broker, you can come here and you can link, okay? You can link your broker to MetaTrader 4 to then begin trading live in the markets, okay? With the money that you deposited into your broker, you'll see that right over here. And you could do your analysis and everything like that, and you could trade in the markets with that money. So you don't fund MetaTrader 4. You don't put money into MetaTrader 4. You need to open up an online broker and link your online broker to the MetaTrader 4 app. So that's first. Now, if you just want to practice, and let's just say you either blew your demo account or you want to create a new one, it's very simple. You're going to go over here to the very last tab. It's settings, right? So on the settings tab right here, you're going to go to the top, you're going to click this, which is, your account information or whatever. And on an iPhone, you should have a blue plus sign right here. I'm not sure what it is on the Android, but it should all be pretty similar. I don't think it's very much different than what it is that you all see here. You're going to click the plus sign and you're going to put open a demo account. Okay. Now, if you want to open a demo account with a specific broker, let's say you have, let's just say Hugo's Way, for example, or Trader's Way, for example, and you want to open up a demo account specifically with that broker to kind of practice with, how they actually trade, then as you see here, you just type the name of the broker on the top. You guys see here, Trader's Way Demo. Go ahead and click it. And obviously you can put all your information and stuff like that there and open the free demo account. Now let's get into MetaTrader 4 itself. So on the very first tab, now that you have your account open and you're ready to start trading, on the very first tab, you're going to see the quotes tab. So the quotes tab, this is the tab where you can come and pretty much find all of the different currency pairs around the world that's traded in the Forex market. And it also depends on the broker that you use. So some brokers don't have access to certain pairs, okay? So if I'm trading, let's just say USD CHF, and you don't see USD CHF on your broker, then your broker simply just does not provide that. Now, that is a rare case, but I do know in some brokers you can trade like indices, like indices, you can trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, so on and so forth. In other brokers, you cannot, okay? So that is something to be aware of. Now, let's just say on my homepage for the quotes tab, there's a currency pair here that I want to trade, but it's not on the homepage. How do you add currencies to your homepage? Right here on top is a plus sign. You're going to click your plus sign, okay? And you can either type the currency pair in, or you can go to whatever categories they have here. I only have Forex because this is a MetaTrader 4 demo, and you don't really have much access to anything here, all right? But in that, it's going to show you all the currency pairs here that you can add to your homepage. Now, you can choose to add them all if you want, or you can simply just choose the ones that you want, like this, just by pressing the plus sign, hitting done, and as you can see now, they've been added to the bottom of my homepage. Now, let's just say, for example, there are only a few currency pairs that I do trade, and I do recommend that. You don't want to sit and trade every single currency pair. You want to sit down and kind of master the way that a few currencies work. Kind of like stocks, right? There's millions of different stocks out there, but you're not trading millions of stocks. People usually have their favorite stocks that they focus on and study on. You want to do the same thing with Forex. So let's just say I had a few currencies. Here's what I'll do. I'll come up here to the edit button, right, on the top left, click that, and you can simply just unclick every single currency that you don't want here. Okay, so you'll click it, come all the way down, and I'll hit the trash can button. Boom. So now the only two currency pairs that I have left are Euro USD and USD JPY, as you guys can see. All right. These are the only two currencies that I have left. Now, if you try to delete a currency pair and it does not, you can't click it for whatever reason, like Euro USD right now, I cannot click Euro USD, but I can click USD JPY. The reason being is if you can't click it, it's because you have the actual currency open in your charts, okay? So if you have a currency pair open on another chart, like how I do here, I have Euro USD open, then I can't remove it from my quotes page because I have it open, okay? So that's something to keep into consideration. Now, moving on to the next tab, let's talk about the charts. The charts are very simple. This is where you're going to be able to view and obviously understand the markets. So as you're looking at the charts, this is the current market for whatever currency that you're looking at. Here we have the Euro USD, all right? And on the top left-hand side of the chart, you have your time frames. So as you see here, we have the M1, the M5, the M15, M30, H1, so on and so forth. What this is these are your actual times in the chart. So the M1 is going to be the 1 minute. The M5 is the 5 minute. The H1 is the 1 hour. The D1 is the daily. W1 is the weekly, so on and so forth. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, what does that even mean? 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute. Well, each one of these little candle bars right here, these blue and red bars that I have on my screen, by the way, these are my custom colors for my charts. Your charts are not going to look like this. I customize my charts, all right? But each one of these bars, whichever time frame that I have chosen over here, each one of these bars is pretty much that point in time and what the market did throughout that time. So for example, if I have my charts on the M15, which is the 15-minute chart, each one of these bars represents 15 minutes in the market. So it's what the market did within that 15-minute period of time. All right. If I switch it to the 1 hour, then each one of these bars represent 1 hour in the market. Okay, so it's what the market did through that 1 hour period of time. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving over to the right, you can click this crosshair button. And what this does is it allows you to kind of just use a crosshair to better see specific times. Your time and your day is on the bottom right here. Okay, you guys can't really see it because of the blur, but it's all right. You'll see it on your screen. It's the bottom right here. You have the time of the day. Over here, you have your price. So you can kind of just cross here to see, okay, boom. At this time, price was at this number, right? And this can help you identify better entry points or just understand how the markets are moving in general, some key levels, zones, support, resistance, so on and so forth. On over to the right of that, you have your functions tab, which is where you can add and remove indicators from your charts. So if I go ahead and just delete all of this, all right, boom. You guys see all the indicators and lines that were here before, they're not here anymore. All right. So if you're not familiar with indicators, indicators are pretty much tools that you have access to kind of help you identify certain points or certain reversals or the strength or the momentum of the market itself. It's something that some traders utilize, others don't. Right. It's kind of up to you. Right next to that, you have this button right here where you can add, all right, different tools. Like, for example, let's add a horizontal line right here. So now we can start doing some markups on our chart. We can add a trend line. Right, you could do some markups on your chart to make your trading a little bit better. And what I would recommend is that if you're going to mark up MT4 on a phone, not on a computer or maybe a tablet, then go like this. See, if you mark it up like this, now you see it moves to like a wider screen. You can use it way better. You can see the charts a lot more clearer. It's just, I love marking up like this. If I'm going to use MT4, I would very much mark up like this, all right, then to obviously mark up like this, all right. So hopefully that makes sense to everyone here. Now, when you do rotate it, be aware that when you rotate it, all right, your functions and stuff like that, they change a little bit. So this is actually way cleaner, in my opinion. You got all your settings, all your tools and stuff like that on this side. You have your time periods on this side. Right, very clean. And when you turn it sideways, you can even change things like, for example, I can change my actual candles from candles to maybe a line graph, from a line graph to this right here, right, the little sticks, or I can change it back to the candles. Most people trade with candles. Now let's get to the good stuff. So hitting the actual trade button. Well, let's say I'm ready to place a trade, whatever reason, for whatever analysis I decided to do, I'm ready to place a trade. Well, there's a few ways to place a trade. Number one, you can come to the currency pair chart. So this is Euro USD, and you can hit the trade button up top, and it will take you straight to the trading tab. Okay? Or you can come on over to the quotes tab, and you go to Euro USD or whatever currency pair you want to trade. You'll click it, and once you click, you hit the trade button. Now this screen right here is where most people get stuck. You're ready to trade, you have no idea what in the world you're doing right here. So let me break it down for you just a little bit. We're not going to go too much into depth with this. I have plenty of other videos that break this down a little bit more, like stop loss, take profit. I have a video on that. I have a video on your lot sizes, and I have a video on the different order types, like buy limit, buy stop, sell stop, so on and so forth. In fact, tomorrow we're going to be doing another video based on this right here as well, so that we can continue the beginner's marathon. But when you get to this page, this is going to be your trading page. Obviously right here at the top, you have your currency pair, so make sure your currency is correct, all right, that you actually want to trade. Make sure that's correct, all right. Under that, you're going to have your type of trade, okay? So in trading Forex or using MetaTrader 4 app, there are two types of executions when it comes to trading. You can do an instant execution or you can do a pending order. An instant execution is saying that I want to get into the market right now at the current price. So whatever the price is at right now, this is where I want you to put me into the market. Most beginner traders just keep it on instant and just hit buy or sell. Now you can do that, but if you want to get better at trading, you want to start implementing or utilizing some of these pending orders, or if you're going to use instant execution, understand why you're implementing the trade right now and not waiting for a specific pattern or whatever the case may be. So that's instant execution. Now these four down here are all different pending orders that you can place, which pretty much tells the market, it kind of automates your trading for you, and it tells the market, okay, I think the price is going to do such and such. I want to get in, but don't put me into the trade until it does this. So this was something that I utilized a lot, especially when I used to work. Very simple. Obviously, I can't be on the charts all day when I had a job. So what I would do is I would do my markups, I would do my analysis and everything like that, and I would say, okay, the market isn't really ready yet to go where I want it to go, but let me go ahead and place a buy stop. Buy stop pretty much says that, okay, if the price comes up to this point right here, wherever it's at, if it comes up to this point and continues to go up, put me into the trade automatically. What this does is it allows you to kind of set it and forget it. So now you can place your trades and you don't have to monitor it all day, every day. You can simply just place it, let the market does what it do, and if your analysis is correct, it'll put you into the trade automatically. You don't have to worry about that. Now, under your trade type, you have your lot size. So the lot size is what determines how much money you make in the market. I'm not going to go too much into debt with lot sizes. I have a pretty in-depth detailed video of that right here on my channel as well, so definitely check that out. But your lot size is what pretty much determines how much you make in the market for every pip that the market either goes up or that the market goes down. This is something that's very important, and if you're not yet familiar with lot sizes and pips, you definitely, before you start to place your trades, want to get yourself familiar with that. Watch a few videos, a few tutorials, and understand that a little bit more. Now, under that, you have your price, your stop loss, and your take profit. So when we're placing a pending order, these are the only times this pops up. When we're placing a instant execution, the price is gone, but the stop loss and take profit is still there. When you're placing a pending order, the price is there because you can tell MetaTrader 4 what price to actually put you into the market at. So once again, it's a set it and forget it kind of thing. Now, as far as the stop loss and the take profit, how it works is very simple. With your stop loss, what the stop loss is it's pretty much setting your risk for you. It's being able to say, okay, I think the market is going to go up, but if the market goes down, I want you to take me out of the trade at this mark. Okay, so let's say I have $100 in my account and I only want to risk $10 for my next trade. So what I'm pretty much saying is, okay, I think the market's going to go up. I want to make $35 on this trade, right? But if the market doesn't go in my direction and it starts to go down, I want you to take me out when I'm at $10 in the negative. Okay, so this is where you start to automate your trading, make it super easy, but most importantly, you can start setting some risk management. Okay, risk management, manage your losses. This is where the skill part of trading comes into play, and why it's not gambling, and why it's not a guessing game. Below that, you have your take profit, and the take profit is like the stop loss, but it's the opposite, right? So take profit is the point in the market where you want to set a price for the market to automatically take you out. So once again, using the same example, I want to make $35, but I'm only going to risk $10 in this trade. Well, let's say the market actually does go in my direction, all right, and it goes up to my $35 mark, it's going to automatically take me out with my $35 profit, and the trade is closed. Once again, being able to set it and forget it. This is perfect for people that may have a busy schedule, that may be at work, or maybe just don't want to sit in front of the charts all day. A huge misconception that a lot of people have when it comes to trading is that you have to be in front of a computer or on your phone all day, every day to see success. That is not true due to features like this. Now, once you got your pending order in, you're going to go ahead and hit place, or if you're doing a market instant execution, you'll hit either buy or sell. Very simple. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit, let's go ahead and hit buy for this trade, just to give you a quick example. So we're going to instant execute a buy. Boom. So as you guys can see, it brings me automatically to the next tab, which is right here at the bottom. The third tab is the trade tab. All right. Now, in the trade tab, it's very simple. You get to see a few things. You get to see what's most important. Okay, obviously your account balance is right up top. All right, the equity that you have in your account. So it's pretty much your account balance minus or plus whatever is going on right now with the markets as far as the trades that you have open. So right now we have one trade open and we're negative $5. Here's the thing too to remember. Anytime you open up a trade on MetaTrader 4, you are more than likely going to start off in the negative 99.9% of the time. That's not anything to be afraid of because obviously if your analysis is correct, it's going to end up going up in your direction anyway. Right now, we are negative $5.40. When this is blue, that means we're positive, all right? And when it's not blue or red, we're most likely neutral or break even. So there's not really much to the trade tab. This is just gonna be all of your open trades that are sitting right here. Obviously, it's gonna show you all of your open trades. Right here at the top is gonna be the total amount of either profit or loss that you have in the market. See if I can focus that in a little bit more. All right, so that's as best as it's gonna get. But right at the top right here is gonna be your total amount of profit or loss in the current trades that you're in. All right. And that's really all you have to worry about as someone that's brand new to MetaTrader 4. If you're brand new to MT4 and you're just getting used to this, you don't really have to focus about too much on this page right here, except your account balance, your equity, all right, and obviously what your current trades are doing. Now, obviously, if you open this up, if you click the actual trade, it's going to show you the stop loss to take profit that you have set. It's going to tell you any taxes or swap or charge fees that you have for that current trade. Yes, there are typically fees. So going to the next tab right here, you're going to have your history. So as you can see, we literally just opened up this demo account today for the sake of this video to show you guys how everything works. So you're going to see your history here, your total profit, your total credit if you have any credit, your deposits if you made any deposits, your withdrawals, your balance, so on and so forth. You can change it from day to week to month to custom, all right? And you can customize whatever, time period or period that you want to put in there. You can put that in there. But whenever there is a trade that closes, right? Or if I close a trade, let's say I'm already down $4 and I'm like, you know what? I don't think this trade is going to go where I want it to go. You can either just swipe, click the check mark, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and manually close this trade out. So to manually close the trade, it says here, close with loss of $5.40. Sheesh. Right? And obviously that's fluctuating because this is real time. All right, so it's actually moving as I do it. So this is how you manually close a trade. Let's say I'm in a 0.30 position right now, and I want to close half of my position. What I can do is I can actually customize the lot size on the chart, and I can pull out partial profits or a partial loss of that trade. So before it said I was closing at what, $5? Now I'm closing with a loss of $2. Why? I'm pulling out, all right, about half of the trade. Okay, so you see we still have half the trade open, but I closed half of the trade because I don't want to risk as much anymore. All right, so very simple, very straight to the point. That's how that looks. And obviously, as you see here, my profit is negative $1.95. So that is the histories tab. Now finally to the settings tab. I'm not going to spend too much time on the settings tab because it's not really too much to talk about, but you can see things like, obviously your MetaTrader 4 mailbox, your news if you want to check the news. What I like is, number one, the interface if you want to change languages or whatever the case may be, or your charts. So I know a lot of questions are going to be, how do you customize your charts? Well, very simple. You can customize everything right here through the charts tab. Go down to colors, and you can change the colors of everything on your screen as well. And you can also change the color scheme, so like the theme of the background too. So whether it be a white background, whether it be a black background, so on and so forth. So that's pretty much it for MetaTrader 4, guys. If you came to this video in the hopes of obviously me teaching you how to make a bunch of money on MetaTrader 4, I am sorry to disappoint, but that is just not how the app works. This is a trading app. It's a day trading app. It's not an app that you can just download and make a bunch of money on like most people think. So what I would recommend is learn the skill of trading. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy if you get used to it. It just requires a little bit of time, some patience, all right, and obviously money to actually invest. So hopefully this all made sense to everyone here. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about MetaTrader 4, maybe something that you didn't already know. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, all right? And if you didn't, thumbs it down. I don't mind. But as always, guys, this is your boy Rico, aka Rockstar. I'm out. Peace. Feel just like a rock star.